Hello, I'm in the transition of moving at the moment. That's irrelevant. I am doing a spine or my flow today. Um, I haven't hit my spine in about a month or two, so it's feeling like I'm about to have a flare up or a herniation or something. So I'm gonna bring some contraction, some blood flow, some life back into it. On the 45 back extension, that machine there. But the issue I have with getting into that is that I can't straighten my leg at the moment. So I'll just show you my routine, which is what I'm trying to do here. I did film this at a previous place I was at, but I couldn't transfer the file over, and yeah, it was really, I wish I captured this flow at the previous location I was living at. I did record it, but I accidentally deleted it, so very sorry about that. But this flow is just about 5 injuries at the moment, so I got, how it is it goes from Achilles to knee to tight adductor, tight saphenous nerve, and then spine, and flow from one to the other. The reason why I can't just do the back extension is because, one, my knee hurts getting into it and I can't straighten my leg, so I need to bring blood flow into the front of the knee, and then with the back is walking, and then do what I do to straighten the leg out with more ease so I can handle that. And then also, the reason why I can't just hit my knee or straighten my leg is because the Achilles is super tight, and so I have to flow from foot, ankle, hamstring, saphenous nerve, then to knee. So that'll open up the leg so that I can like straighten it out a lot easier with a lot less pain. And then I'll get the pump to the knee, and then I'll be able to stand, and then I can get into the back extension. I mean, then I can do my spine progression. So yeah, just gonna record that, and I don't have for the spine. I usually have a bar to hang from, but I don't have it set up at the moment, because I'm in the transition of moving, and I'm just gonna traction my spine somehow. The purpose for hanging is well, I guess I can explain it as we'll go into it. I'm so tired. It's not tired from lack of sleep, just tired from fatigue. Ugh. So what was first on my routine that I had there was like fascia release with a tennis ball. Here's a tennis ball. Now, I do this almost religiously. It's good to start from, this is a lot of Chong Shi's work, so I like to I usually start from where it's tightest, and it's usually up in the hip region. You're supposed to do like 2 to 3 minutes of rolling per side. It's nice when you have like ghee or butter or tallow, not butter, but ghee, You can use the ghee or tallow as something to like rub, rather than like some chemical fucking cream or some shit. This is a very like, bro, I should put some underwear on, I swear. I'm gonna fucking, hold up. Okay. I'm pretty sure I didn't flash this. I've got some underwear on. Right. Anyway, fucking hell. So, what I've noticed with this fascia stuff is that, or like getting, because it's a real issue for the Achilles. And I've noticed when I've given slack to the tight fascia upstairs, it gives sort of slack so that the Achilles, there's less tension on the Achilles. And the Achilles has been a big issue for me. And the knee as well, the fascia around the knee. So just gonna do that. I usually have, do I have any oil? I might just get, right. So my routine was upstream first. It's kind of cold today. Cold weather makes it so much more difficult to do rehab. Like so much more. Because the warmth helps to the tissues be more compliant. When it's cold, you just have kind of less range of motion in the long range. It's harder for the blood to get as deeply, because as we're like warm-blooded creatures, and as we're cold, our blood goes to our central organs to protect, rather than our fucking limbs. So it's a lot harder to... But yeah, usually it's really nice on the calf. I don't know, it just feels like, I've noticed when I've done this and then I've hit calves or the Achilles, it feels like that there's less restriction, or the tissues can glide better. You might not notice it if you're perfectly healthy, but for me, I notice it being sensitive and in pain. You can feel the difference. A bit more range with slightly more comfort. It's slight, but it's not insignificant, I'd say. That's what I'm trying to say. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. This is going to be like a longer, raw, uncut video. Man, I wish I captured the fucking previous. I recorded a bit of it, but that was for the upper body and the arm moves. Oh man, I wish I recorded more just uncut flows, just as a testimony, you know, of like what the fuck I was actually doing. But I couldn't. There's barely any space on my fucking phone, so I couldn't fucking like just fit it in. And then, yeah, there's technical issues and fuck. Gotta get my priorities straight, I guess. It does help increase blood flow a bit too. Like, I've noticed after I've done the fascia stuff, I just like doing this as well. Takes a lot of tension off of the fascia around the knee, which is where it hurts. Okay, so I've done that. What's next? Usually I do something hip-wise. Oh yeah. So this is really good. I quite like this one. I'll show you. See. Okay, so with the adductors, I like to, I just like starting with the hips. It sort of helps when you get into the knee area, so feel better, and the spine too. What I'm doing is just bringing a pump. I like this is a nice concentric dominant for blood flow to the area. So squeeze, let go, squeeze, let go, squeeze, drop down. Squeeze. I'm not really controlling the eccentric. We're trying to get blood in, not tear it up. It's different purposes. Whoosh. This one's so that pillow is a bit shorter, and if you get a wider pillow, you can sort of, when you're contracting from wider ranges, longer ranges, you can push the blood more deeply into the deeper range. So, because you're contracting and squeezing, and it's activating the tissues in the longer range, whereby the tendon insertion and stuff. So, but passing through that mid-range, I think is where you get a lot of the blood flow from. There's a sick pump accumulating. Whoa. I do one more set. Sometimes there's a accumulation. Now bringing blood flow here to the limb will help bring blood flow to the lower extremity too. The principles we use is just blood flow and everything that encourages blood flow, warmth, ideally a warm temperature. It's fucking freezing here. What else? Monotone. Yeah, sorry, sidetrack. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Doesn't take too much. Now I like to do, so we did inner hips, so now we're gonna do outer hips. And then we'll do the hamstrings after that. So for outer hips, I hope you can see this. Point you down a bit. So for outer hips, where are we? So I hope you can see. Actually, let me just point you back that way. Okay. I need something that I can see where the camera is. Anyway, you should be able to see. So This IT band track and the outer glute is what we're gonna, now that we got the pump on the inside, it's gonna help us contract up this way and bring a pump. Because if we didn't bring a pump, it would be a harder to contract up this way and get this side all pumped up, and it would be easier. Anyways, nice. So this is like a glute. Oh yeah, so Brennan does these, and when he does them, it's more like an ISO hold. But my whole thing that I'm bringing to the table is like, you can do concentric squeezes. I think the squeezes and the passing through of a range of motion, of a mid-range, or the vascular range, is where the blood comes from. So, if that makes sense. Let me just bring you up here so you can see me. Should be fine. So, ease. So I use this just to bring blood in. You could strengthen it. I mean, like do like heavy strength training, but I like to sort of just leave that for the long range. Me personally. I mean, it's me personally. So now it's all nice and warm. And now we'll go into the long range for that, which is, you should be able to see, hopefully. It should be fine. I can't really tell, so I'm just having faith. So now, doing the long range. So now it's under stretch here, and it's going to be under stretch. When a muscle is under stretch at both joints that it's connected to, that's a long range. You'll feel the stretch. So squeezing, let go, squeezing. I'm assisting with my hands, and then sort of just letting the muscle. I'm not, do what it can. I'm not trying to. I'm assisting less on the way up, is what I'm saying. And that rigorous contraction helps the blood, push the blood deeply. You'll see, I was like kind of here, and now I can go a bit deeper as the pump gets deep. Because the blood helps the tissues be more compliant. And when you can get the blood really deep into a joint, you can get quite a lot of range on it. Oh, nice. There's a little, I like to do the foot elevated for me personally. Some people don't. Like doing this would be more like the piriformis. But when you elevate the foot, it kind of hits the IT band a bit more. And that that twisted knee thing can help untwist that valgus, knee valgus. And then just same on the other side, pretty much. So this Achilles is so sensitive. Oos, 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 oos. That's right. like this. Oh, so the room I was in was very like small before, which was nice because everything was like right there. I didn't have to fucking go across the house or anything like previously. And I don't know, it was a sight to see, man, because I had my like kitchen, gym, and my bedroom in one room. I had my air fryer, a mini fridge. I had the gym set up to the right of me, and I had like these cushions I was just like laying on for as a bed. And I was actually like maintaining the dishes. Like I was like all like 5-ish injuries. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's fucking. I should do a video on the exact numbers, but I mean, there's a lot to remember and I forget. But even if I was conservative with it, it would still be a lot. It's like conservatively 5. But then there was other things like one time I had a nerve or something. I don't know, there's some tightness on the outside of the ankle. And I couldn't do calf raises and it was fucking so, I just didn't know why. I don't think it was a nerve. I think it was just like, I don't know. Mama Tony. Alright. That's enough. What else? So the short end. So cool, hips done. Oh, okay. So usually I do hamstring to bring a pump there. Then that helps the calf. Helps me do the calf. Man, the setup I had was fucking perfect before. Now it's not set up and I have to go fucking find it. Oh, okay. Well, it's still kind of set up, so I mean, not really, right? That's not gonna work, right? That'll work. All right. Put that fucker there. Oops. Mama told me. I was young. So I'm just gonna. How am I gonna do this? Bro, I'm not gonna be able to do that. The setup before was fucking perfect. I didn't know what was perfect if it was right in front of me. Okay. This one. Okay. Can you see? I'm assuming you can see. Just gonna do that. Okay. You should be able to see. Okay. Just gonna do that. Okay. You should be able to see. 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 Okay. You should be able to So I still got the fucking, this is like creativity to the max, bro. As you get more injured and have more injuries, you're gonna have to get slightly more creative. You can't be stuck to exercises that are figured out already, because some of them, the nuances that you need probably aren't there yet, and form cues, and like you have the exercises, but the ones that have really benefited me were exercises that I altered them slightly, and I found my own sort of groove through. So don't be restricted to exercises that are named and discovered, because maybe you'll discover another one. And there are exercises that are being discovered more, and form cues and things like this. So yeah, don't be stuck to what's discovered. You know, if you have a unique injury, you're the pioneer, you're the trailblazer, you know what I mean. So what I'm doing here is I've got this thing. I hope you can see it. I can't really tell. I'm just gonna. So it's really sensitive for me to just put an ankle weight around my Achilles, around my leg. So I've got it on the calf, and it's tight on the upper portion of the calf, and it's giving slack to my Achilles, and I can still get a pump to the hamstring. So that's what we gonna do. Let's see if this fucking moves or not. I should probably lower this a little bit. My previous setup was so nice. Oos. Okay. Holy shit. Foot's still fucking freezing. I was hoping I'd have to do this on a sunnier day, but my spine felt like it was gonna give out, so I was just like, we'll do it today. Other leg. So we're just bringing a pump to the hamstring. And this is gonna get it longer so that I can get on the treadmill and then get in the back extension. Because I can't just do it cold. I can't just straighten my leg and just walk, because it fucking starts to rip everything up. And I tried doing that before. I swear I literally felt my Achilles was gonna fully detach. Like, I felt something separate, and I was like, holy shit. I felt like the fibers were coming apart more, like in a big way, like a rupture way. And I was like, from just straightening my fucking leg, just trying to walk and just stand upright. It's insane. Because of the nerve tightness as well. It's instantiated into the calf, and it's also pulling the calf up, putting more tension on the Achilles. After the stem cell injection, that really flared up and probably fucked up the fascia quite a bit. It was quite swollen, and it didn't even help, and it wasn't even stem cells. So the guy kind of like lied to me. Twisted, eh? Bit sadistic. Anyway, so now it's a bit of a pump. I feel the need to do a second set of each, just to. I might move this in more too. Oops. Mom told me I was young. I don't know why that's stuck in my head. Such a sad song. Oops. Okay, I should probably do one leg at a time, because as time goes on, the pump kind of disappears. Ugh. So you want to sort of stay. So what I'm saying is it's better to do the short and then long range. Right out to each other. Mama told me. I was young. Okay, now that this is kind of pumped up, I'd like to sort of straighten, do some sort of like a pancake thing, and just get some active contraction in the long range, so that blood's probably a bit more in there. Makes it more comfortable. It's so like tight through here. I don't know if that's a doctor or what. You know, I try to do pancakes, but it's quite. I'm in Copenhagen, but it's just so like. I probably can. I've done it heaps, so it's not like I'm doing it for the first fucking time. So if we get some micro damage in a longer range, can remodel the adductor tissue and so help it. So cold, man. So cold. Anyway. Mama told me I was young. Oh shit. This right leg is better. Oh So I'm just tensioning through the adductor pancake area. Could do some slight pancake. For fuck's sake. Okay, so now that that's done, fuck, man, I wish I... Wish I fucking recorded it. I did record it, just fucking deleted it. Anyway, I could probably still do it like this, actually. So now I do the ankle. So, I usually do Chong Chi's fascia stuff. But before I do that, I like to do some like FHL stuff, which is like some contractions to the lateral ankle. All we're doing is just blood flow from a pump. What's the best way to do a pump? Concentric squeezes. So this isn't so much like calf, well it could be, but it's just more the inner. Helps the inner ankle get done before the towel grip fascia stuff. Man, where the fuck is it, bro? So much shit is out of place. I just did my t-shirt. So, oops. I saw great not recording. Anyway, we're here now. Fucking hell. So what I've noticed with this fascia stuff is that it is pretty valid. What it does is it activate. You get how he explained it was you get the fibroblast that is around the hyaluronic acid. You sort of activate it, and that covers it goes around the Achilles, goes through there as well. I don't know, but I've noticed it because I was doing a lot of Achilles work with calf raises, and I was just still continuing to get worse. I was still continuing to get worse with the Achilles calf raises, and I don't know why, and I think it was because it might have been fucking up my fascia more. I was getting like DOMs, and I thought that was alright, and I just had to rest and recover. But I think it was fucking up the fascia more. But after doing some of this, it's pretty interesting, because you can like, I felt like a different type of stimulus or activation after the session. It felt like the area was soothed, because it usually degenerates and kind of gets worse the more you leave it. But if you leave it for too long. But after this, like say a week or something, it sort of needs activation to maintain itself and to regenerate, especially if you're not walking a lot, and you have an autoimmune issue. Mama told me. And so, yeah, I'll do that. I usually do it elevated so like I'll try to sit a bit higher and do it, because you're supposed to do it standing. But, you do what you can. And then same for the other leg, pretty much. The Achilles shortens. There's like an issue with the Achilles where you can't elongate it as well, either because it's quite a long tendon. It's really hard to get blood down there. I was supposed to do calf raises before this. Fuck. Just to get some blood in, you know what I mean? Oh, it's over there, bro. Fuck, man. Mom showed me I was young. So, calf raises. And I'm using my pressing up on the toe as well. I feel like it just engages the foot a bit better. You can get a bit of pump. Are you looking? Oops. David Gray talks about how you sort of want to collapse the arch and do contractions. And, I think I agree with that. I feel like the whole toe spacing thing, I feel like the fascia perspective is better. I feel like it's good to maybe do it, but I don't think it's inherently bad. I don't know. That's what it's like. It's like that graph where it's like you start off in the shoe and then you realize shoes are bad, then you go back down and you realize, it kind of doesn't matter. that's kind of the perspective. And I try to contract from just using more the midfoot, because what David Gray sort of suggested was that I was too arched, and it was tucking in my calcaneus bone and putting more tension on, and I was emphasizing it, and I think he's kind of right and onto something with that. I could probably get behind that. That's my perspective though. So I used to wear toe spacers a lot, but I felt that. I'm trying to do concentric dominant reps here. And that was just to get blood flow, because when I do the fascia stuff, the toe curls without bringing blood in first, it would really hurt. And not really hurt, but just I couldn't do it first. I had to bring blood flow around the Achilles, and then I could start to get that fascia activation. It's more ideal to do this standing up, which I should be able to do here in a second. But yeah, I think the midfoot is fine. I don't think you want to be on the outfoot. I think the midfoot makes more sense. Mama told me when I was young. Put this back on. Where are my shoes? Socks. Oh, man. Nothing is nearby. Fuck. Are they over here? Where the fuck is everything? Okay. How am I gonna reach that? It'll work out. I'll find a way through, you know. I was stressed about this in my previous place I was staying at, because I couldn't. When I was living at my previous, you're not even looking at me. When I was at my previous place, I couldn't, I was stressing about this issue here. How I didn't know how my setup was gonna work. It was too much for me. But as you get into a place, you get more efficient, and it slowly becomes really efficient and then refined, and then you're in a refined rehab routine should you move to another place. So you're going to be very overwhelmed moving into a new place if you have all this equipment that you need. But as you figure out what combination is best for you at that place, then you can, it'll get better. So that's my message to you, I guess. Anyway, so I should be able to stand. I still have very elevated shoes, which might not have been a good thing, but is a good thing now since I can't really just straighten my leg. So see how this standing goes. Oh shit. Oh no. I say no because where the fuck's the cord gone? Where's the cord? Fuck, this is gonna be the most painful version of this. It's me like fucking putting everything together on the fly. Where's the damn cord, bro? Cord. Jesus. So I can't, fuck. I don't know where the cord is. It's a power cord. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Whoops. Should be fine. I couldn't find the fucking cord, so I'm just gonna skip that. Okay. Oh shit. So, I'm just gonna grab, I just had this in mind. Usually I hang from something, but it's not set up, so another session we'll do that. I'm just gonna grab this and just like sort of traction my spine. Try to decompress. It's really helpful when you're decompressing or hanging from something, or is to do some diaphragm breaths. Fill the trunk up. It does something with like removing the kinks of the spine when it's really like out of place or like slightly off alignment. Decompress. It's like a chiropractic adjustment, but it's a temporary. but those adjustments and a chiropractic adjustments are temporary. Jesus Christ. Oos. Alright. Oh, what the fuck's next? I could do like on the bench. If I go to the bench, I could like put my like sort of like that and just let my spine decompress like that. I guess I could do it on the couch here as well. Let me just boop. There we go. No, I don't wanna know. Ugh. That's meant kind of like that. I hope you can't see my balls. I swear to God. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so we're doing this City Good Morning neutral spine ISO. I mean anterior pelvic tilt. Oh man. Take it a bit higher. Mom told me. Alright, I'm just gonna get over into the back extension now. So I'm in a beach. Spoon. So, my God, I have to do this too. So tiring. I need some fucking fruit or something. Just gonna have some fruit and get right back. Fucking hour. So cold still, which is ideal. So now we're getting into the back extension. Oh, there's so much missing. Where's the block I had? There's usually a block that I stand on. My Achilles. Fuck. This could use a blanket or some shit. Okay. Well, I'm making do. I can't just get in it, you know what I mean? I have to fucking have all these extra bits. Okay. So with the back extension, I like to do concentric reps. Same for everything, just concentric. Least damaging, most blood flow inducing. So you're not gonna fuck yourself up. Just reps and I haven't done it in a while. So my shit's pretty fucking crooked. It's a lot easier to maintain. It's hard to get it out of the fucking ditch. The spine. Why am I sneezing? Muscles ain't big enough for it. There's so much to add to this. I usually have a towel because the towel helps you elevate your uneven side. When you get the shakes, it's nice. I'm just using incremental range. So I'm not going, you want to progress an increment. You want to be really reserved with progressing your increments. So yeah. So the squeeze, we're just squeezing like a catch, push, squeezing like a catch, push, squeezing like a catch, push. Woo! And the pump is just, you can't neglect the rounding. You have to do some rounding, otherwise, because the rounding leans on the ligaments that hold the joints of your spine together. And if you neglect the rounding, just my opinion, you can do the straight ISO stuff and the, no digs at anyone, just my opinion, just speaking candid. You can do the straight ISO stuff, and the straight back stuff, but you're hitting the vascular tissue and the ligaments get impacted more on the round. This is just my general way of seeing it. And so after your straight, shorter range erector pump, you want to get some rounding, some concentric, dominant contractions in a rounded position, slightly rounded, very slightly. And you'll know when you go too far. It's very easy to go too far. So it's just very slight. We're getting the spine out of the ditch again. And the cool thing is, when you start to round and you contract from the longer range, you're pushing blood even deeper into the spine. So that's what I've felt and noticed. You get a very deep pump. It helps a lot. It helps heal and restore tissues within the spine. So yeah, blood flow, contractions, no eccentrics. That's pretty much it. Usually the flow ends there. I'm sorry this was a little all over the place. I really should have recorded a lot more flows, but we're here now, and I'm just gonna make the most of what it is here. And yeah, so that's it. Usually, to recap, start with the hip, start with the fascia. From the hips, you can go hamstrings, calves, quads, IT band, sort of wherever it's tight first, and then you want to go to where, so if you're having real issues with your Achilles, start at the hips with the fascia. It's really good with ghee or like tallow. Ghee's pretty nice. It's like a really nice cream. It's just dairy. It's a dairy product, so, but it's really nice. And it just blends into the skin. It's good for your skin. Anyway, then once you've got the fascia rubs, inner adductors, outer hip, or inner hip, outer hip, then inner hip, outer hip, then what do we do? Outer hip, hamstring, right? Yep. Calf, fascia, FHL fascia. So ankle warm up with the FHL, concentric calf raises, fascia grabs, then, so after you do the hamstring stuff, try to do some straight leg stuff as well, just to get some exertion into the long leg straight position if you're having issues straightening your legs, like I have. And then once your leg's straight and you can sort of lock out without too much tension on the, like, and it's comfortable enough, then you get into the treadmill, go backwards on the treadmill, and then once the pump's into the knee, into the patella tendon, and there's activation for this area, then you can hop into the back extension. It's super fucking tiring. Like by the time you get to the back extension, you're just like, usually I tap out there, even though you shouldn't, but you're just so tired and drained from everything because it's taken, but I can't do this separately on separate days. I can't do one part one day, another part another day, another part another day, because if I do them individually, some of them I can't, like for the knee, like some of them I can't hit. How would I make this make sense? Like I can't just do the backwards walking on the treadmill on its own, because I have to get the blood in to straighten the leg first. And to do that, I need to hit the hamstrings and the calf. And to hit the calf, I have to, hamstring, duck the calf. To do the backwards walking, I need to be able to straighten my leg. To straighten my leg, I need to be able to bring blood flow into the hammies and blood flow into the Achilles. So I have to hit the Achilles if I want to do backwards walking. And to get into the back extension, I need a straight leg. So this is the flow. It's like 5 and 1. I do the upper nerve stuff later on because it kind of gets a bit exhausting when, like, you'll need a you'll need a nerve. You need a sufficient energy for the pump, I guess, is the way I'm trying to say it. I mean, you can kind of scoot past without it, but yeah. But anyway, this is a peek into what it was really like for me. I feel terrible for not capturing the depths of it as well. I'm still learning. But I'm trying my best to make do with what's left, so yeah. Thanks. I hope this was useful for you, insightful. I know it's a bit fucking all over the place. Usually it's a lot more, hopefully the setup will get more sorted and
proper and it'll be legit as I detox, and the tissues can get longer and stuff like that. So yeah, cool. Thanks.